Hi, my name is Sumit. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to update you about the Google 2018 I/O conference at San Francisco, which was held 2 days back. So let's get started. There were tons of announcements. I'll tell you 15 best announcements which will help you in your day-to-day life and in your business. So here, let's get started, and this is the first one. First is Gmail. It is very cool feature and it will be very helpful for all of us. It is an autocomplete feature which is called Smart Complete. So based on your phrases that you use in your email, it will autocomplete your sentences. It is pretty cool and pretty amazing and exciting. And you try it out, it will be released next week. Second is from Google Photos. You can, there's a new feature called Suggested Actions. Suggested Actions. Where, for example, if you're taking a selfie or a photo with your friends, and Google will automatically detect the friends' faces from the photos that you're taken, and within a press of a button you can send the photos to your friends. For example, you're taking a photo with Sam and Anil and Suresh. So you four are in that picture frame, and Google will automatically detect Anil, Sam and Suresh, and within a press of a button you can send it across to all these people at one go. So that's a pretty cool feature from Google. And speaking of Google Photos, another cool feature is that you can convert the picture that you have taken into PDF with a click of a button. For example, you have written a note, and you have taken a picture of a note, and immediately you can convert it to a PDF without using any other software. So immediately you can send that picture note to your friends or your business colleagues or your clients. So for businessmen, this is a pretty cool feature. When you're attending a meeting, you take notes and then take a picture, and the photos will convert it to PDF, and you can send it across to your clients or whoever you want to send it. Then again, staying with Google Photos, if you have your mother's or grandmother's photos taken years back in black and white or in Polaroid, you can make it modern by coloring the photo. You don't have to use Photoshop, any other software. To do that, you can recolor it and make it much modern, and you'll be amazed by the results. So check it out. And Google has made a lot of progress in natural language processing. Google has made progress in natural language processing, especially in Google Assistant. Now it sounds more like a human than an automata. So if you're calling for any personal assistance, it will sound exactly like a human. For example, sounds like or pauses like etc. will be taken as inputs by Google Assistant, and it will react accordingly how humans will react. So they have tested this by making calls to restaurants and for haircut salons, and based on the response of the clients, the Google Assistant will respond accordingly. It was nearly perfect. It was an amazing feature which I found very interesting. And Google has more than 5 or 6 voices now rather than a single voice. So it can be a male voice or middle-aged male voice or a female voice. So you can choose the voice you want, and Google will assist you based on your choice. So it is a pretty cool feature. Staying with Google Assistant, now Google has come up with a breakthrough feature where you don't have to say "Okay Google" every time to initiate the conversation. You can say it once, and the Google Assistant will remember your earlier message and accordingly will react. For example, if you want to know about weather, you'll initiate the conversation in something like this: "Okay Google, tell me the weather." Then again, if you want some other command to be executed, it will say, "Okay Google, tell me what are the movies playing in San Francisco or in London or your suburb." So before, every time you had to say okay Google, and it's like kind of tedious and boring. Now we don't have to do that. until you end the conversation, you can say multiple commands, and only at the start you have to initiate the conversation with OK Google. That is another feature Google has come up with. Another cool feature which I found interesting is that Google Assistant will give you credits for being polite, especially when you say please to Google before the commands. So you are not ordering to Google to say something, so you are politely asking it to respond to your queries. This is a cool feature, especially if you want to teach children a little bit of politeness, and Google will tell you thank you so much for being polite, and I appreciate that. And I think this is very important in our day-to-day life, where the world is going arrogant and hayward, and so here Google with their technology is appreciating if you're polite. So probably it can affect your character, and improve how you speak to your daily conversation in the day-to-day world. So this is a pretty cool feature. This is another cool feature Google has announced, and I'm excited to tell you, is the duplex technology, where you can automate a phone call or probably a customer service phone call from your company. So you might not need a receptionist or a marketing executive or a customer service person to make phone calls on your behalf or behalf of your company. So Sundar Pichai actually made 2 phone calls, or sample phone calls from the podium, and I was so amazed. It was so real, and it is based on AI and machine learning. So it will automate the phone calls made by a human, how it is made from your office to your client office, and it will respond according to the responses that it gets from the client. For example, to book a reservation for 4 people in a restaurant for Thursday, and whatever, you can get any kind of response. It is not easy to write all the permutations and combinations to get the responses from the client. But here the machine learning and the AI actually understands the nuances of the responses that they get from a real human and responds accordingly. That's a great feature, and I'm even thinking about including it in my own company. Another interesting feature Google has come up with is digital well-being, which I found very interesting. We waste so much of our time in the digital media, in social media, and gluing into our phones, and we even remember our day-to-day lives, and we don't go out, and even if you go out, you will be glued to your phone. So you can set your viewing time in your phone, and it will remind you that within an hour or 2, the time, based on the time you have set, you have to do other tasks. And if you set your alarm to go to bed by 10:30, the screen will turn off and become black and white, which will intimate you that it is time to go to bed. So this is an extremely important feature for all of us who are glued to our mobile phones, and especially people like me also. Sometimes I go overboard. I am always on the digital channels and social media, and doing something related to digital. So the phone will intimate me that it is time, Sumit, that you should go out and meet your friends, or you want to go out and watch a movie, or it's time to sleep. Just relax outside the digital world. So this is again a very interesting feature which will be helpful for all of us. I'm someone who is dependent on Google Maps because I travel a lot, and Google has announced a new feature which will be useful for people like me who are fanatic and very interested in traveling. So the feature is called Street View, where you can get views or the directions on your camera. So you just have to switch on your camera and set the directions, and Google Map will tell you if you have to go south or east or west, and even they have animated characters which will tell you the directions. So this is a pretty cool feature for the travel buffs out there. Last but not the least, Google has come up with beautiful features in Google Lens. You download Google Lens app, and if you want to share a particular quote from a particular book, you don't have to take a photo and share it with your friend. You can share that quote as a text with your friend using WhatsApp or Messenger, and you can even use that quote as your text status message. So this is a pretty cool feature, and adding to that, there is called style view feature from Google Lens, where you can point it to a particular outfit or a particular object if you want, and you can buy it online by just pointing it to that particular object. For example, if you are in a mall and you liked a particular outfit of a particular person, you just point it towards him or her, and Google will tell you if you want to purchase it online, you can do that from Amazon or any other online purchasing portal. And another feature is that if you are in front of Taj Mahal or Eiffel Tower, it will show you the history and the details of that particular monument just by pointing your camera to that particular monument. You'll get all the history and details of that. So these are the pretty cool features which I liked from the Google 2018 I/O conference. I hope you liked it too. And please do share your comments below, and subscribe to your channel if you like this video, if you are watching it for the first time. So thank you so much. Until next time, when I come up with new updates from the digital world and the technology world, it is Sumit signing off. Have a lovely weekend. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.